This lady is the IGold coordinator. She is a spokesperson for Illinois Carry and a recipient of the Grassroots Activist of the Year Award given by the Committee for the Right to Keep and Bear Arms. Ladies and gentlemen, Valinda Rowe.
For those of you that have been to IGold before, you may recognize what these are. My tactical rat-tail comb self-defense tool and my tactical self-defense tongue depressor for when the state governor wanted us to gag ourselves and force ourselves to throw up in order to protect ourselves. It's some convoluted thing. I just want you to know that I am retiring these two things today. I've traded them in for my Illinois concealed carry license and a 9mm. Unfortunately, though, as all the speakers have said before, this fight is not over. There are the list of 23 prohibited places. Our fight for the right to protect ourselves and our families continues. We will still not be able to carry everywhere that we need to carry and should have a right to carry. Women all over this state will still be victims of violent crime on mass transportation, at bus stops, at train platforms, walking to and from their vehicles to take advantage of that transportation, or if that is their only transportation. City parks. Some of the most dangerous parks in our state are the city parks where the gangs take over and hold for their own territory, where they group up at night or in the afternoons, and families can't go there to enjoy the city parks. One of the places that families need most in Chicago is mass transportation and the city parks. They need to be able to carry there. Going to and from public gatherings, the library, museums, going to and from the parking lots from all those restricted places. We have legislators who want to roll the tide back and take the freedom of choice away from our churches. Mary Shepard, our friend and loved one, Mary Shepard, beaten and left for dead in her church by a paroled felon. She went to court. She won her right back to protect herself in that situation. And now, Senator Dan Katowski wants to strip her of that right all over again and ban concealed carry in churches. If you get a chance today, after you visit your own legislator, feel free to drop a note or stop by Senator Dan Katowski's office and say, your churches already have the right to ban carry if they want to. Stay out of our district.
Woo! Yeah.
Today, we want to send a message to Dan Katowski and others like him that gun-free zones are killing zones. They are fantasy lands where we draw imaginary circles around ourselves and pretend like violent criminals and the criminally and violent insane cannot get in there and hurt good, innocent people. They are those zones the very same individuals choose and select to commit their murder and their mayhem and their destruction because they know in those zones they will face the least resistance of any place in this state. Gun-free zones are killing zones, and the sooner our legislators, Speaker Madigan, President of the Senate John Cullerton, understand that, the sooner we can put the right definition on shall not be infringed. At 3 p.m. today, we're going to do something different. We've never done this before, but we're going to rally in the rotunda on the first floor at 3 p.m. We want as many of you to come back to the rotunda at that time. Fill up that bottom floor. If there's not enough room, go up the stairs to the next level and gather around the rail, and if you have to, go up to the next. Now, you may not be able to hear the speakers real well up there, but you got an important role to play, and it's important for you to be there. Once we do that, We're going to send an important message at the conclusion of that rally. We want to raise the rafters with the message that gun-free zones are killing zones. We're going to do this. We're going to do this for 1 full minute, long enough to get the message across, not long enough to get thrown out. Okay?
You got it.
All right. So, I want to practice through that. I want you to join with me. Gun-free zones
Gun-free zones
are killing zones.
are killing zones.
Gun-free zones
Gun-free zones
are killing zones.
are killing zones.
Gun-free zones
Gun-free zones
are killing zones.
are killing zones.
You've got it. That's beautiful. 3 o'clock in the rotunda. Meet me there.